Hello, old world workplace leader. We've got a big problem. I need to have a chat to you. All right. So the board have asked for a report on occupancy and utilisation next week. As you know, the offices are really quiet and there's loads and loads of space. They've also noticed that we're facing into significant financial headwinds and there's cost pressure. We need to reduce our spend and optimise our property portfolio. So I need this board report on occupancy and utilisation by business unit and department by next week for a board meeting.
Well, that is almost impossible. And I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
We have multiple point solutions for workplace. We have several sources of data. They're all in different places. How am I going to get all that information into one place for next week? It's going to take me a number of weeks to get the data, bring it into a singular source of truth, have it in an Excel spreadsheet, do some pivot tables, then put it onto a PowerPoint and be able to give you that. And if we're only going to do this for this one time, the information should be readily available at our fingertips for just-in-time analytics.
Totally agree.
So what are we going to do? I can't give you that information without a single source of truth and everything on one single pane of glass.
We need to make that happen. So let's have a chat about it.
To the drawing board.
To the drawing board. All right. So let's look at our drawing board. What do we want?
We need a workplace solution that's of the future. We need it to have automation. We need it to be a single pane of glass for everyone who's working in it.
I love it.
A one-stop shop, one platform, which means that we can have that cross-departmental collaboration. So think about if we have a workplace solution and somebody has HR, not bad, and somebody has HR, that means that if someone's just like a new joiner, we could assign them a seat and then we're cross-departmental collaborating together. Or maybe it's a badge and we need to speak to security.
Or maybe someone falls over and we need to fix the carpet they tripped over on.
Yes, 100%. And I mean, that's only going to be possible if we had some good data sources.
And all of our data sources, they're all everywhere at the moment, right? We've got turnstiles and badging data. We've got sensors in the rooms and wireless access points already. We've got maybe other occupancy sensors that are a huge cost. We might have our org structure that lives somewhere else. Who's who? What business unit do they belong to? What division are they from? Because they're all separate, it doesn't really tell us anything. It's only when they come together and we get that holistic view of data, we can make true data-driven decisions.
Yes. And if we had all of this coming into that single pane of glass...
That's the money right there.
And I want this right now.
All right, we're going to go visit our New World workplace leader and see what she's been up to. Knock, knock. Hello, New World workplace leader.
Hello, New World workplace leader. Come on in.
What have you been up to?
I am so excited. I have a new solution called Workplace Service Delivery, and this is really your one-stop shop for workplace leaders. Now, I want to show you some really exciting things of these analytics. Now, data is the future. It's how we're going to make those data-driven decisions. Just look at all of this readily available information I can get with a click of a button. Look at, I'm here looking at occupancy. I can see my average daily headcount on site. I can split that up by business unit so I can get really granular. Or hey, check this out. I can take it one step further and let's have a look at that Wi-Fi. So if your employees already have devices, it's likely that you're already collecting Wi-Fi data. So why don't we bring it into a dashboard? And here you can see how much time people are spending on site. We can loop in security, and of course, we're looking at our spaces. So if you are looking at office redesign or potentially optimizing what you have, seeing what spaces people are using is going to be really, really important.
So you're telling me that's showing all of the utilization based on people just connecting to the Wi-Fi in the office?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
And everybody's trying to save money. So not everybody has the amount of money to invest into doing sensors. So this could be an easy alternative to bringing that utilization data. Now, one other thing, workplace effectiveness. So this is combining information. So we're having a look at, yes, utilization. We're looking at some of our contracts in the workplace when they're expiring. We even have information here about mean time to repair, our assets, and even our injury rates. So it's really looking at holistically, how is our workplace performing?
Is there any data and insights that is not in here? Because this looks very comprehensive.
It's better to say what's not in here than it is to say what is. But that is the tip of the iceberg. We just looked at the analytics. There is so much more to Workplace Central. It's a single pane of glass, the one-stop shop, and maybe in another time I can show you the rest of it.
I'd love to. This is exactly what we need. And for the board report, how quickly do you think you'll now be able to produce that report?
Hey, I don't have to produce any report because I can actually share these to you directly. You can get them yourself.
So no waiting 3 weeks.
No waiting. It is immediate.
No PowerPoints, no
No
3 weeks.
Hey,
Oh my God.
We are in the future, baby. And this is right now.
So because we've also got those financial pressures and we need to optimize our portfolio, we've got all that data in there now, which is amazing. Can we produce a restack of the building?
Absolutely. So now, because we have all of that information readily available, as you can see here, I've managed to do a restack of one of my buildings right down to the floor level so I can see exactly where people are. And I have taken full advantage of all of my space to make sure that it feels fabulous when people come in. And of course, those financial pressures that you keep bugging me about.
So we could potentially get out of a whole floor just by optimizing our space.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. The board is going to love us.